What them haters talking about?
What's up, family? I just found out that Jeffrey Dahmer's middle name is Lionel. Jeffrey Lionel Dahmer, known as the Milwaukee Cannibal or Milwaukee Monster, was an American serial killer and sex offender who murdered and dismembered 17 innocent men and boys from 1978 to 1991. This guy had a 13-year reign of terror. 13 years. I do believe that there are more victims. I think those are just the ones that he was willing to share, or the ones he actually remembered. Because remember, fam, if we are to believe the accounts that were that's in the film, depicted in the film, this dude stayed high and drunk. He was always drunk on something. That boy loved that beer. So there's no way possible he could have remembered all of that stuff. In any event, the authorities are now releasing photographs of Jeffrey Dahmer's house. I don't know if they've done it in the past, but today, allegedly, they're putting these photos out. These are photos of Jeffrey Dahmer's house. This is what his house looked like inside. The thing that stands out is how messy his ass was. And this is a guy who supposedly was in the military at one point. You know, military people, they're sticklers for cleanliness. They like order. This guy had muriatic acid, which is archaic for hydrochloric acid, just laying about in his house. Plain view. Dude had body parts in his refrigerator and in a freezer. Not to mention, his house reeked, his apartment reeked of death. Fam, if you've ever smelled death, if you ever smell just roadkill, think of a human body. And it's 100 times worse. How did the police not know? I think they knew. I think they knew all along. Some might argue that perhaps they didn't know, but they just didn't care. But I think they knew. At the very least, I think that they were hopeful that perhaps he was killing people. That's right, I said it. I said it. I don't trust him as far as I can throw him. I don't trust him. This dude was nasty. You mean an entire year, his apartment stinked up the entire building. The landlord had an obligation to do something about it before the tenant came down for the 100th time. They should be at the very least culpable too. I think that the family should have sued the landlord also, the owners of the building. They had an obligation to keep the neighbors and the tenants safe. So imagine how many people I think the dude killed a lot more people. But again, fam, it's something I still don't think we're getting everything. There's something still off about this story. I don't think we're getting all the information. And not to mention the two cops that came up and had the little kid, the little 14-year-old that was naked. They checked on him. They came out to do a welfare check. And Jeffrey Dahmer came down and said, hey, that's my boyfriend. He's just drunk. And they let him go back with Jeffrey Dahmer. They gave those suckers a promotion, fam. This is insult to injury. This is how they do. They like to rub it in your face. Like, so they reward bad behavior. They tell the cops, look, man, if y'all do this, if the people mad at you, if you don't do your job right and they come for you, not only are we going to back you, but we're going to make sure you get a promotion. We're going to look after you. So we can keep this corruption thing going. We good on this corruption thing. You good? You good? I'm good. We good. Hey, let's go, baby. We good. What a damn shame. The system did not just fail all of those victims. The system aided in their deaths. No more talk.
What the haters talking about?
Damn.